Artemis of the Silver Valley, where night folds over the pines like a cloak, and the moon lifts her pale shield above the world. Artemis walks, light-footed, storm-quiet, the huntress whose name bends tyrants to trembling. She hears the world long before it breaks. The gasp of a mother shielding her child, the cry of forests bruised by iron teeth, the hush of rivers mourning their own poisoned veins. These sounds gather in her ears like a constellation calling its goddess home. Then she draws her bow. Forged in the dawn, when the first wolf sang, its limbs curve like frozen lightning. The silver string hums, a nerve of the moon pulled taut, and the goddess breathes in. The sky becomes her battlefield. With her exhale rises a volley of light arrows, feathered with prophecy, tipped with the final sharp word of justice. They do not fly, they seek. Each one finds its purpose. One splits the shadow of a man whose rage falls heavy on the women of his home. Another streaks between sobbing trees, piercing the engines that gnaw at their roots. Metal whines, dies, and the forest exhales. A third arrow spirals toward a distant shore where a girl stands alone against the world's hunger. It lands at her feet, a beam of courage solid enough to lift her heart like a shield. More follow, loosed by a steady hand, protecting children who dream too close to danger, guarding waters that bear the world's memory, striking down the unseen, the uncaring, the unstoppable, until Artemis stops them. When the last arrow has spoken, silence returns like a blessing. Smoke lifts from broken threads, dew gathers on saved soil, and every spared life becomes a quiet hymn to her name. Artemis lowers her bow. The moon rests at her shoulder, bright as a promise kept. She vanishes into the dark woods, not fleeing, not hiding, but watching, ever watching, until the earth calls for her again.